Hello everybody, I am live. Oh, boom. Alright, so yesterday I kind of finished exploring. I don't think I can beat the temple now. I think it's just not now. I have no idea how I'm supposed to get there otherwise. Yeah. Sorry. Bum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum 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 bum. It's always weird how it takes you underground for that. Excuse me. Now it's just double click.
Don't waste a step.
Yeah.
Light on my feet.
I think maybe I should do a full rest. I think maybe I should do a full rest. I think the next story part is
I'll take that.
perfect. That road. Stop?
digging here.
I swear this stuff wasn't here before. Back? Bitch Queen.
Private word would be nice.
Well, my day just improved. Did you want something?
No. Sure. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to explore. Yeah, I'm not really sure what I'm... To be honest. Kind of feel like I've explored everything. Yeah, so this is mountain path. Goblin camp. Like it might be a bit more to explore here, directly south of this. This house. I don't think.
No traps, please. Strike hard, strike fast.
Yes.
Some blood.
Kidding me? I reach?
Jimmy on the go.
Walk over.
How much further can I go? Let's have a look. With a flick of the wrist.
Look at the bonus. Yeah, I'll take it.
Already
Yes,
feeling
free
better.
stuff.
What's that?
Pleasure. Arrow of Darkness, Holy Water. Cool one. Respawn? Oh shit. Really? I'm on the top. Caption tail?
Spotted a trap. Move with purpose.
Old notes. Ideas for a love letter can't compare him to the moon or the stars or any of the rubbish that in it. You got any scabs or boils who can't compliment the best one? Maybe think I'm too small, tell her I'll buy a footstool for when we're kissing. With some dad spiders in my hair next time I send her some bits of food out. That's it. Okay. left hand. Okay, great hack. Here's your Excellency most prettiest Minsara. You might not remember the but important. After all, Saga. Doesn't seem great. Carla? Oh, I know what to do. I got the ingredients for umlum. Umlum? Umlum. Olumum? Olumum.
Thanks, boss. We'll be looking a lot worse if not for help from a friend.
Same as us, I expect.
Olumum? Umlum. What is his name? Umlum.
Welcome back. Have you made any new
I
I observed the fight from a distance. Combat. I do enjoy a good bargain. If anything in my
This
private
is stuff
collection
I saw
is
you
to
or
your
no?
liking.
Ray? Painful. Light finesse. 1d6 plus 3 piercing. Bound to Albert Knight or longer. The wearer gains lightning charge. They also gain 3 temporary hit. There's some cool ingredients. Cloud Giant Strength and Hill Giant Strength. What is Cloud Giant Strength? Sure, but I'm buying the potion. I don't think I buy any of the rest.
Very well. Have you spoken with Skris lately?
Yes. She is cataloguing coatoan fertility rituals.
I'm very curious what.
Oh. Well, perhaps after I finish my research here, I'll join her.
Whatever's behind that lock, it's being... Presents watchful.
They won't even let me.
Oh. Well, perhaps after I finish my research here, I'll join her.
Can't give up now. Everesco. A couple turns should do it.
Need a 20? Ooh, I'm tough. Preparation for this. Did it say I had 27 Thieves' Tools?
Oh, well, perhaps after I finish my research.
Don't I have an item that lets me cast it? Pretty sure I do. Um, uh, why doesn't that stuff? Anyway. Item. Sure, I've got one. Hmm. Alright, got it. Lightning blast again? Hmm. Hmm. Sure.
Can't keep me out. Sense watchful eyes upon you.
Wait, what?
Bet I can crack that open. Sense
No, I'm an
watchful
idiot.
eyes upon.
I need to invisible, turn mode, and lockpick it, and then they'll probably still be pissed off after that. We'll see.
Oh, well, perhaps after I finish my research here, I'll join her.
Heaven is gone. Don't give me trouble now.
What is in there? Fly pack, hideous laughter, dark fish, flies, little bit of money, and some books that I've read.
What's the story? Still
I have
breathing,
never
despite
seen
everything.
anything like it before. Is my species evolving?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, perhaps after I finish my research here, I'll join her.
Something's on my mind.
I greet you, child of the sun. How has your search for the mushrooms fared?
I completed it. I found the mushrooms.
These are fine specimens. It will only take me a moment to brew them to proper potency.
Omeluum turns away to prepare the potion, lost in its own musings.
You must drink the entire draught. I can make no promises as to its taste.
Okay. What is it gonna do?
It will lower the psionic defenses around the lava. If I cannot remove it, I may still be able to tell you more about its origin.
Okay. They failed insight. I don't know what that is. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Dum, 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 dum.
I have never seen anything like it, Blur. Is my species
ready.
evolving? I greet you, child of the sun. How has your search for the mushrooms fared?
Okay. You need. I found the
The
mushroom.
you must drink the it will
Omeluum watches you with cautious intensity. It expects doubt. It expects fear.
What aren't you telling me?
only in that you may be a danger to yourself. What the potion may make you see or feel, I cannot determine. But unless you are already a step from death, it will not kill you.
I'm pretty low health, I think. Drink it.
The potion is disgusting beyond description. The only mercy is that it goes down quickly.
Not a drop left. Very good. As the potion influences your mind, you may find yourself acting irrationally. Try and stay focused.
Okay.
The world loses its edges, its finer boundaries. You are fluid, but trapped like a creature suspended in amber.
Throw on your willpower or focus on the present. Not sure. Wisdom, eh? Add bonus. Yes. Okay, well, whatever. Total bonus 9 to 17, so I guess it's forbidden knowledge. Oh, from necromancy. Oh.
Dark holes bite at the edges of your vision, but the void cannot draw you in. The tadpole spasms, seizes. It's fighting the potion even harder than you are. Fear pierces your mind like knives of ice. The parasite digs deeper, as if it needs to hollow out your skull.
Drown out the tadpole by focusing on a tune, resist the panic from within. Wall off your mind from the psionic siege. Drawn it out. 9 plus 9 to 17 plus. Can't do it. Oh fuck. What happened?
A wave of psychic force batters your mind, cruel and calculating. You are nothing to it. You are small. The parasite swells with power. More power than you have ever felt before. It surges and twists, lashing out against that which would dare to intrude. The parasite in your mind quiets, pleased with itself.
So I failed. I want to do it again. I wanna pass.
I greet you, child. You must drink the entire...
Omeluum watches you with...
But unless you are already...
The world loses its edges, its finer boundaries. You are fluid, but trapped like a creature suspended in amber. Dark hole that fear pierces your mind like knives of ice. The parasite digs deeper, as if it needs to hollow out your skull.
Well, I don't know which one to use. I'll just tap all 3 buttons and then see. 2. I rolled a 2 and I still passed a difficulty class 15 skill check. What the hell?
The cold blades lose their edge. You are stalwart, turning that tide of fear against itself. The parasite swells with power. More power than you have ever felt before.
It's the same.
It surges and twists, lashing out against that which would dare to intrude. The parasite in your mind quiets, pleased with itself.
Actually, it's the same.
Omeluum, are you well?
That lava is like nothing I have ever observed before. Its power is unsettling.
Gotta grow inside me. There's more power than ever.
Such an outcome was not in my calculations. There is more to this being than mere stasis.
What's next? Going through all this and the tadpole still lodged in my brain. What's next? Cutting off my own head? It's not all bad. More power is better than less. Sure.
Indeed. Although I may have another solution, albeit a temporary one. I possess a ring of mind shielding.
Oh.
It prevents elder brains from noticing my presence. It will not remove the lava, but it will limit its influence, both positive and negative. I would offer it as a gift, but in truth, the ring is priceless. Is there anything you could offer me in turn?
Why didn't you mention before that the potion of battle I have gold? Will it suit? I want this power, keep your ring. Will I tell you more about the Nautiloid, every last detail?
A fascinating topic indeed. What can you tell me?
Performance, intelligence? Intelligence. Mind. Need 15 for this?
What a brilliant experience. To feel one step closer to my ancestors is a fine gift indeed. Here, it is yours. May it serve you as well as it has served me.
To deal with this abomination, nigh unthinkable. Yet even Vlaakith herself could not deny the ring's merit.
Okay.
Of course, the lava remains. Be ever vigilant of its growth. I have never seen anything like it, Blur. Is my species
Ring
evolving?
of Mind Shield. Boundary saving throws against Charmed. Okay, that's not. Here, that's the invisibility ring. Oh damn. I knew I had it. Survival instincts. Wait, 3T4 healing. Infuse a creature with psionic force. If it reaches 0 hit points, it heals instead of falling unconscious. Ooh, oh, it doesn't last. Must take a shot. Ooh. Also, need this back. Sort by. I know there was a consume option. What does that do?
The parasite is stubborn. It refuses both to leave or to allow itself to be used as you desire.
Oh. Is that the case for all of them? Or is it like just this one that...
The parasite is stubborn. It refuses both to leave or to allow itself to be used as you desire. The parasite is stubborn. It refuses both to leave or to allow itself to be used as you desire.
Okay. Are you kidding me?
Please stay with me.
We've had some rest. Maybe we can still go back for the others.
Should mind my step.
No, Lunkbug. Our work is bigger than any one of us, even Walbur.
Well, that was anticlimactic. So you were gonna be able to eat those bugs. Is this a thing that like maybe I can do later? I think I move on. Grimfall. Yes, it says reach Moonlight Tower, but the moon lantern is broken. How do I... Yeah, I'm not sure if this is a good idea. No. I guess that starts Act 2. Do I have any loose end? Travel through the mountain paths. Help Omaloon. Yeah. Cover books about Orpheus. Oh. Artifact seek. Be the artist. Baldur's Gate. Baldur's Gate. Edgar's Lands. Find the Night Song. Cellar. Or unlock. A way to reach the Wizard of Waterdeep, eh? Let's go to camp. We're gonna sleep another night. Oh, Starion, you guys have interesting to say.
What can I do for you?
Nothing apparently. Outward.
What's up for discussion?
Raj.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
At him. Oh, maybe. Oh, magic mirror. Maybe the whatchamacallit will show up. The owlbear. Gale?
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. And soon.
Okay. I don't want to give any of these items. Carlark is carrying a lot of items. One of these must. Yeah, I think this is pretty useless. Where you have two characters that can cast guidance. Maybe I give him a second item too? Yes.
I might need you to be more specific there. Just one artifact will suffice.
Oh, okay. Did he take the items anyway? Oh, they're here.
Thank you.
Good job.
Good gods. It hardly has any effect. Oh, Mystra, have mercy on us all. Listen, I need to speak to you, to all of you. It would be unconscionable of me to remain silent.
Okay, go on.
I might just be about to remedy that. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am. What I am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover.
Are you telling me you make love to a goddess?
Oh, yes. We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
Okay, dude. How?
I tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, yet I wasn't satisfied.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
Tell me the story, dude. Tell me all.
Very well. Here goes. Once upon a very long time ago, a mighty lord lived in a tower. A flying tower, to be precise. I'll save his history for another time, but the gist of it is that he sought to usurp the goddess of magic so that he could become a god himself. He almost managed, but not quite. His entire empire, Netheril, came crashing down around him as he turned to stone. The magic that was unleashed that day was phenomenal. Roiling like the prime chaos that outdates creation. Even the weave itself could not withstand the onslaught. It fractured, then shattered, and all magic was lost to the mortal realms. Until the day Mystra returned. She restored the weave, reuniting all its scattered shards. Or so I thought. Until, in the course of my studies, I learned of a book. A Netherese tome in which a piece of the fractured weave had been sealed beyond her reach. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess.
Did he absorb it instead? Yes, you rolled out flowers and chocolates?
You know me. My gestures can never be grand enough. I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mistra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
Okay.
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you into the dark. You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
What the fuck? You consumed a weave black hole? How are you still alive? Yeah, how are you still alive?
Thankfully, the moment I absorbed the fragment wasn't enough to kill me outright. It was only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed.
Like a
As
black
long
hole.
as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
Go on.
I will erupt.
Oh.
I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Seems not great.
We might
That's what we
chance
can
upon
do.
a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
No, it's okay, dude.
That is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I.
Good job,
I'll
dude.
fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
Give me 1 minute, chat. Just a minute, chat. Dun, dun, dun. I'm just waiting for someone to finish typing. Okay.
What's on your mind?
Wonder with the mighty lord.
Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistril, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like to be a god, to know yourself, to be untouchable, to be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel, and with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistril sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistril, the end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more, an event that came to be known as Karsus's folly.
The moment of time, all magic was gone.
For a spell, Mistril was reborn as Mistra. Upon her return, the weave returned with her. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mistra, but to prove my love for her. Try to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go.
At least you recognize that, dude. Feel the
If it should
magic
ever
overtake
come to
what you
that,
do.
If I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am.
They've all got
If
issues.
worst comes to worst, I will be long
Serious
gone
issues.
before the curtain falls. I know what it
Mix
is
the
to hunger,
vampire.
and I know what it takes to keep that hunger. So long as he sates his appetite elsewhere, I'm happy to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. Polo.
Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much.
Research?
My
Oh,
research
no.
turned up a rather brilliant technique that seems quite actionable. It's not too deep.
Nope. I'd rather get a second opinion.
You won't find a more learned opinion on this. You only have a matter.
Not again.
Speak.
soldier.
What's the magic
Seems
mirror?
simple enough.
Oh, you can just change your appearance. That's kind of cool actually. But I'm good. Wither, Shadowheart, Halcyon, Shadowheart.
So, that's what very serious
Here's
of
something
you.
special.
But go ahead.
Never had a
Even
relation
if I
quite like
could
this
remember, I'm
one.
not sure I'd tell you. I don't want your ego to get over. Fine.
Talk about all
What's
that's
on your mind?
happened. How am I holding
Quite
up?
splendidly, to give credit where it's due.
Other matter. Also,
You wish to speak?
I found a stronghold in Underdark you mentioned, a place called Grimforge.
Impressive. Most would quake at the mere thought of delving that far into the Underdark. What did you find?
An elevator that leads right into the Shadow Curse.
That sounds like what you need. But the next part of the journey mightn't be straightforward.
Yeah, can
Or
you
safe.
fix the...
It may
lamp?
prove impossible to avoid the Shadow Curse entirely. But if you find any way to limit your exposure, seize it. With such stimulating company?
The lamp is broken.
You wish to speak?
Can I not fix the lamp? Ah,
Well met.
Hmm. Alchemy pouch. Right. Yeah, this is gonna be crazy, I think. This weighs 17.3 now. Then I extract all ingredients. Only produce by not all that much, okay. Okay. Expansions, ochre jelly, spider silk, vitriols, lols, candle. I mean, these are just ingredients. So coatings, basic poison, diluted oil of sharpness, drought poison, malice. No idea what that. Oil of combustion. Strike a map. Oh buggers. Grenades? Uncle Bamboozler? What? Can dissolve even the sharpest intellect into fizzling confusion. Heartlight bomb. Now and again a small ball of light flickers in the dark liquid, like the reflection of some alien yet sweet star in the darkest ocean. Noxious spore grenade. Okay. Elixirs. Arcane cultivation. I can make 8 of these? And this is gonna return spell slots. Extra bark skin. Guileful movement. Heroism. I wish it would like more clearly display what the effects are. I have this potion, so lightning resistance, hill giant strength, elixir of the colossus. Vigilance, tadpole elixir. Stimulates the pineal gland of the brain, unlocking malevolent power. Make a save? What potions, by the way? For greater healing? Regular healing? Gain psionic weakening and psionic enrichment. Based effects from other elixirs when drawn. After using 8 tadpole power, affected entity gains advantage on all attack for 3 rounds. And affected entity has disadvantage on constitution. It's not that interesting.
Wonder if the gods are watching me.
And today? You don't have enough camp supplies.
Something good here, I hope.
So this gives me 20, 26, 26, 32, 40. I guess I'm tired. What am I wearing? Oh yeah, I put on Minsara's
The
clothes,
air
didn't
is
I?
heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers.
Your aching hands, while the sweat from your brow press your fingers to your mouth. Blink away the discomfort.
The
Got my
ache
hands.
builds as you squeeze your hands together. Were your fingers always so thick? Your skin always so sticky?
Chukil Gate Vlakith Mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust.
What you on about, Lae'zel? Does the wisdom explore Lae'zel's mind? Persuasion, we're just exhausted. Medicine is just a fever. Perception, don't you see how far gone you are? The first one sounds the best. Yeah, I get advantage, and I can use guidance. Difficulty class 2. I'm gonna miss the Bliss Force. The Bliss Force is fucking amazing.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. Lae'zel's fear grips you. Not fear of death, but fear of insignificance. The great warrior Lae'zel, a failure to her kind. She will wield no silver sword, ride no red dragon. Forever unknown to the great Lich Queen Vlakith.
Doubt it. Be strong, you'll survive this. You will please your queen.
I will not let the Geich take me. I will earn
They sell
Vlakith's
them
honor. I will wait. But know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all.
Oh, relax, lady. The fuck?
I came just in time. You are transforming.
Oh! This is the guardian I made, isn't it? Yeah. I know your voice. I've heard it before.
Yes, you have. I saved you before.
Fuck.
And I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you.
Take the hand, sure. See what they're about.
We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it. Nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you, but for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it.
Okay. What the fuck is this?
A fight for the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that, but only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. You'll feel better. I promise.
What in the fuck? Embrace your potential. And a special person like our own is drawn to its potential. Now I eat them? Didn't I use all these? Wait.
This one is a true
Consuming
soul parasite. It can enhance you. You can absorb its potential. Open your mind to it. You already know how.
It showed me a tutorial, but then I just kind of
Your mind
went away.
swells as it subsumes everything the tadpole has to offer. Everything it was and everything it was destined to be. Pure potential. Pure power.
Good. You have grown your power and improved your chances of survival.
General tutorial. You can now consume Mind Flayer parasites from inventory to unlock new illicit powers. Look out for source of parasites in the world, including infected corpses. Illicit powers B. Oh. 6 tadpoles available. First attack roll. First attack roll or ability check you make against any target gains a bonus equal to your proficiency bonus. Doesn't provoke a... Wait, charge forward, pushing all objects and creatures in your path 4 meters away from you. Short rounds. Concentrated blast. Wait, what? You must be concentrating on another spell to cast it. If the target was concentrating... The target was concentrating. You heal as much of the damage that was dealt to it. Oh, you were concentrating on the... Sacrifice half your remaining hit points to heal a target for the same amount? Nice.
Making me sweat.
What's next?
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
What if I talk to them?
Come on then, don't leave me in suspense. How are you feeling? No errant tentacles?
Conceiving
No
the
sudden
tables could
cravings
give us
for a more
quite the
cerebral
advantage.
diet? Wonderful. Advantages are a more precious commodity than I commend you on your willingness to take such a risk. Now, let's hope you're new. Was there another matter you wish to discuss?
Carla?
Feeling illicit? You really
Other
did it,
tadpole
huh?
powers.
Not worried about adding more? Well, what can I say? And
Feel
yet,
fine, smell fine.
hope you don't expect me to follow your lead in this.
Hoping you might. Benefits seem to outweigh the costs.
Do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other.
Evasion.
We don't know what the costs might be just yet.
18? Fucking hell. Ooh. We need to fix the lighting in this room as well. It just always... Like, the lights is just basically like directly overhead, so I just kind of look... I'm always like in the shadows. Bit weird. I don't know if I sit like this. Oh great, I basically need to put some
I'm not
lights
sure either of us can
behind
say
my
one
monitor.
way or the other. We don't know what the costs might be just yet.
Seriously, I rolled an 8 twice in a row? You kidding me, game? Are you kidding me?
Do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other. We don't know what the costs might be just yet.
Come on, game, what the fresh bullshit is that?
Do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other. We don't know what the costs might be just yet.
Would be nice to roll over 10.
Do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other. We don't know what the costs might be just yet.
Sure, it'll be fine. Someone make it.
Do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other. We don't know what the costs might be just yet.
Oh my god. Game, I wanna roll good.
Do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other. We don't know what the costs might be just yet.
At least I rolled over 10 now. Making improvement.
Do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other. We don't know what the costs might be just yet.
Oh my god, game. I'll be right back.
Do they? I'm not sure either of us can say one way or the other. We don't know what the costs might be just yet.
I am back. And natural 20 first try. Perfect. Critical success, eh?
How do you do that? Always making sense when I least want you to. Fine. I'll keep an open mind, all right? I can promise that much. Now, are we done here?
Sure.
Maybe it'll bring us
Think so?
closer. Danger! No good will come of devouring.
We thought about making
Mark
use.
my words. That you might as
Would
well
be a
ask me to
curve.
gouge out my eyes for the promise of sight, or slice off my tongue for the promise of taste. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven.
Equation. I need to hit a 20? If we must bear the tadpole's burdens, we should also avail ourselves of their power. Oh my god, this is gonna be reload fast. Gonna be a reload fast.
Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven.
Oh my god.
Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven.
Nemo, you wanna come over here? Hoping my cat comes and visits. So far, I don't really like entering here when I'm busy. When I'm on my computer, they're like, oh, that's Scott's room.
Gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven.
Oh my god, it's gonna take ages.
Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven. Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven.
Oh my god, it's gonna take me bloody ages.
Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven.
Oh god, game. Please.
Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven.
Oh my god, game, please. Please. You're torturing me.
Consume all the gate tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven.
There we go. Critical success. First try. Perfect.
Perhaps you... No, that's absurd. When the tadpole has stretched to every pore and slithered through every vein, what am I to do then? It won't hear my screams. It won't care if I beg. I will be remade in its image. My faith in Vlaakith will guide me, and my own might will sustain me. I have no need of this depraved power.
I'm a living example of the tadpole's benefits. To pay it or not, you're no good to your queen dead. You need these talents.
You might be right. The Githyanki have long studied Geich and used what we've learned. The Zaithisk itself was devised from such knowledge.
What now?
The tadpole is perhaps not just a curse, but a weapon I can twist and mold to my advantage.
Exactly.
Very well. I will swallow my disgust and avail myself of the parasite's powers.
Moving in.
Well, they both too convincing.
Well, no tentacles yet.
Right, let's check the Shadowheart.
Gone gods. Watching you consume that tadpole was more disgusting than the tadpole itself. Though, I suppose that's not what you wanted to talk about.
I kinda did. What do you think of the list of potential to dream with spoke
I
of?
think that unknowable powers come with unknowable consequences.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you.
Needs extra help? Look at me. We face untold dangers. Let me seize every possible advantage. 18 here. Come on. Ooh, that's not gonna work. Da-da-da.
I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might.
Seriously, I rolled a 3 twice in a row? Kidding me, game?
I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might
Seriously,
drag
I
you.
rolled a 3 times in a row?
I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag you.
Game, don't do this to me.
I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss.
What, that's 5 rolls and 4 threes? Like, the hell, game? The hell is going on? Sorry. Saw a thing on my phone.
I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lithid by the talon,
Come on.
I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lithid by the talon, I can't say I'm not curious. But once you've taken a lithid by the talon, there's no telling how deep into the abyss it might drag.
Easy. First try.
Yes, I suppose we should. Though I'm more than a bit wary. Still, I am the frontier's avowed protector. New dangers require new skills to vanquish them. If the tadpole must be my curse, then let the powers it grants me be the Sword Coast's blessing. I will consume what I must to make it so.
Okay. Then Shadowheart?
Time to press ahead.
It was bad enough having just one of those tadpoles forced upon us. I can scarcely believe you actually inflicted another on yourself.
Yeah. I'm sure it's fine. What do you make of them?
On one hand, they seem useful. But on the other hand, or perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from. And what lies at the end of that path.
I mean, we did literally grab them out of corpses.
Ceramorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it.
No, we're doing this. Persuasion. Ooh, situational. Interesting.
Well, perhaps you have a point.
Explore it.
Fine. Let's explore these powers then. I just hope we don't come to regret it.
We share something special.
Very serious of you. But go
We've
ahead.
had a relation quite like this
Even
one.
if I could remember, I'm not sure I'd tell you. I don't
All
want
that's
your
happened.
fine. What's on your mind?
How am I holding
Quite
out?
splendidly,
Other matter?
to give credit.
That worked. Give me plans. So how do I get stuff like this? What? Ability drain? Age fright? Your towers have disadvantage on attack rolls and take 2 to 12 damage each time they miss. Short rest. Why are some of these blue? Huh. Passive feature class action. Class action. For short rest per turn.
What a charm.
But they all have the
My
same.
faith protects me.
Let's move.
Try this. Ooh, now we can also do this. Displays creatures suffering falling damage because of your action. Because of your action, take an additional 1 to 8 psychic damage. Right. Anything and anyone back 6 meters. Call of the Weak. When you bring a creature down to fewer hit points than your number of evolved illicit powers, it dies, and all nearby creatures take 1 to 4 psychic damage. Oh. When an enemy within 9 meters casts a spell, you can use your reaction to inflict 1d4 psychic damage to the caster per the spell level. I want this. Short rest. Conjure a volatile shield around yourself or an ally, granting the target 10 temporary hit points. If these temporary hit points are lost, shield burst, possibly stunning nearby foe. Long rest. Invest a creature's power that heals it when it attacks. It also makes it vulnerable to all damage. Disadvantage. Ability drain. Once per turn, when you make an attack roll, the attack reduces that target's corresponding ability by 1. The ability that is reduced is the same as the one used to make the attack roll. For melee weapons, is usually over strength. Seems powerful as fuck. Once per long rest, can change a successful attack roll into a critical hit. Channel the dark color of the attack roll to charm an enemy that attacks you, preventing them from attacking you until their next. It's a feature. Okay, ability drain or charm. That's this. And then I guess I get charm. What do I already want? I'll get charm. And this is fucked up. And maybe I also get this. I wonder. What does critical hit mean? Your damage dice are doubled. If I do this, does that mean I can do that next? It's not. Ooh. Leave camp.
What's inside?
Well, I can reach him now. Considering there's no one around to tell me off. I just left money on these dudes.
Have to keep going. I'll give it a shot.
What about the merchant that was here? Engraved pin.
What an odd emblem. Don't think I've seen it before.
Read. Grimforge has risen. Go to, if not filled me yet, go to Grimforge, cling to Shadow. Okay, wait. What's going on? And then take that. Where was that vendor? I'm guessing I already looted his shit. Yeah, I think I did. There was one up here. And then there was one around here. I already looted all their shit. Right? Yeah, totally. 100%. So I need to go up here. I don't have this walking drum, but I don't have the what's it called? Moon lantern.
They would be reckless. It is certainty when they would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done.
Oh yeah. Hi.
I promise my shield and my sword.
I mean, we've been here. Why does it send me this way? Hi, Nemo. Nemo, why are you going immediately? Oh, God. Finally shows up here and just immediately wanders back out. Like, come on, dude. Downstairs? Not sure why this is a thing. Arm? Great, so I can walk past the little safe. Yo.
Alright, back already? Of
Wanna
course.
trade?
Got some interesting stock for a friend of the family.
When you heal a creature, it gains a 1d4 bonus attack rolls and saving throws for 2 turns. Actually be pretty good for my cleric. Hi, Nemo. Chat. Hi, Nemo. Look. Oh, no. Not that. Okay. I was gonna show you up, buddy. Hey, cutie. Yeah. Oh, he wasn't into it. He almost took my headphones with him. I buy a ring. This could be good, but meh. Giant breaker. Target reeling. Heal of Swords is short rest. State of hand checks, advantage. Rupturing blade. Oh, I'm not into it. Hide armor. So purple worm toxin. Very rare. Weird. Doesn't seem to be any super cool armor. I think she does have some things to sell.
Pleasure.
Okay, dude. Yeah, I don't really see the point of this. Oh. Oh wait, there was an elevator here.
I'm in no state to tell tales.
Yeah, I robbed them blind here.
An illusion. There must be something worth being kept secret through there.
Oh. Yeah, elevator.
Wonder what's past this.
Locked. Now we can use this. On our way in and out of the Underdark. Not sure exactly how it's gonna help us, but yeah. Yeah, I mean, we've been here. Well. Is there a door here? Oh yeah, I've been there. I think it is time. Let's go.
Hell's fire. She's coming.
Ooh.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
What in the nine hells are you?
Well, you absolute stinker. You kept me a secret? Time to let the Hellcat out of the bag. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
Yikes.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart.
The point with your wands? Better not lay a damn finger on Karlach. Yeah, you better not lay a damn finger on Karlach. So Karlach now will get rid of you? No, blasted old Will, why don't you tell me about her? No. Better not lay a
Don't
finger
you
on
worry.
Karlach.
That ship has long sailed the Styx. But a defiant pup must still pay his price. To wit.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
He got turned into a tiefling.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Awkward. Maybe we'll go and have a chat.
Always at your side.
Karlach wants to chat.
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that.
He's a good man. He must be relieved.
Gobsmacked, really. But grateful. Really grateful. I could learn a thing or two from a man like that. Hopefully we won't turn into mind flayers first.
Okay, I mean, that was it.
Hey, soldier.
You and Mizora know
We were
each other.
both part of Zariel's inner circle. Her by choice, me by force. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
Mm-hmm. Keep coming after you?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
Mm-hmm.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. How they make...
Okay. Liaison? Nice to know. Yeah, I'm gonna guess Will wants a chat. Talk to Shadowheart first, and then maybe Halsin too.
Well, my day just improved. Did you want something?
You wish to speak?
Halsin,
with such stimulating
Will.
Gods damn her straight. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them. Will was lucky he didn't face a more severe punishment.
Mm-hmm. Warn me about Raphael, but Mizora, what a fraud. Later from tourism explaining to her, what do you expect? She's a devil. Hardly the paragon of honesty. You've been turned into a devil, an appropriate punishment, I'd say. Yeah, you get some explaining to do.
I'll say what I can, but it won't be enough. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds. But I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast.
Mm-hmm. This pact would cause a rift between you and your father.
I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
Okay.
Well met. It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see?
Quite a handsome devil, if I'd say so. Speak of nature, gods. You're hideous. The blade of frontiers, no more or less.
It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls.
You just look like
but
a
I will
tiefling.
slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the blade of frontiers again.
Okay, dude.
A possibility that's kept me awake, but I don't have a clue where to start, other than play her games and play by the rules. That's the only language devils listen to.
You could kill her.
It could well be. She has the blighted thing. What I know of it is simply what has engraved itself upon my memory. My contract is very clear. I can bring Mizora no harm. She'll have to let me out of my pact willingly. The only way out is if I can out-bargain her. We're standing here with nothing but the clothes on our backs and the worms in our heads.
Beat her if you put our worms together.
We can. I'm sure of it. How glad I am that you see me as more than my patron's pet.
Sure, dude. Oh. Leave. can. Cannot leave. Can. So I have to sleep again. Take 4 full long rests. It was weird. Leave Act 1 for somewhere altogether darker. Oh. Oh.
Breathe deep and move. We offer our prayers to the Dark Lady, whose comfort and grace heals all. We offer our pain to the Lady of Loss, that she may truly know her faithful. We offer ourselves to the darkness, that blessed Shah may give us her mercy.
Weary traveler.
Come on, open up.
Autosave right before this, but whatever. Two torches, eh? Well, we've got a torch each.
More for me.
Some creeper.
Who there, wanderer? Instead, I pause a moment to indulge an old man. May I inquire if, perchance, you retain among your traveling companions a man who adheres to the given name of Gale?
Yes. He's resting in camp. May I inquire who is inquiring?
Should it be the nature of our acquaintance that interests you, well, you may safely classify Gale and I as friends. Should it be the nature of your present interlocutor that you desire to drag from the dark and unknown, I shall be glad to aid in your quest for illumination and identify myself as Elminster. Elminster Ormar. Now, if this answer satisfies you, let us linger no longer in this limbo of indecision, but settle on your knowledge of the individual I seek.
Okay. Second chat. I do know Gale. Yeah, I do know Gale. He looks like Gandalf. He's got to be trustable.
Would it pain you greatly to assist me along the little voyage I intend to undertake to this aforementioned camp?
Sure, I'll come along.
And I would confirm it to be so. Please. After
He looks familiar. He looks like some kind of actor to me. Don't know who, but...
My thanks for your excellent guidance.
Guilty of the helmet.
And yonder I spy the object of my pursuit.
Elminster?
I found Gandalf? I did, Squad.
The very same, Gale.
I did.
And a fair bit miffed he is, too.
And I showed up
Finding
Nemo
himself
earlier.
forced to expose his best pair of boots to so many miles of country road on your behalf.
I don't understand. How so on my behalf?
I was bid to spare neither time nor my own self to find you. She sent me, Gale. You know of whom I speak.
But why? Out with it, Elminster. Please.
Young man, has your sojourn away from Waterdeep washed away your decorum as well as your patience? Nigh a 10-day I've gone without honest fare, worthy of the name. Drank naught but what the sky entitled my thirst. Why, some bread, cheese, and a cup of wine would appear unto me a feast. Surely you won't begrudge me a mite of rest and repast before I get out with it?
Sure, okay. I suppose we could part with a ration?
And a great kindness that would be. See, Gale, even in these barren parts, the art of hospitality begets inspired new works, if only one keeps up the practice.
Oh, for the love of...
Fine, fine. I'll turn a deaf ear to the clarion calls with which my scorned stomach beseeches me. Graver matters are at hand. Plenty to digest, after all. A good deal to stew over, if you will. Words ladled with import should be savored so as to better absorb their meaning. Wouldn't you agree?
Elminster.
Right.
What are you cackling on about, dude?
You see, that is to say, Gale, my boy, I've come to address a most pressing matter. I'll speak as plainly as I can, forswearing the accustomed frills that decorate my speech. I'm here on behalf of Mystra. The message and the charge I bring you are hers.
What message would it be?
The long-awaited question. Now, if you please, Elminster, for the too long-awaited answer.
You know where you went wrong, Gale. No, we needn't dwell on that here and now. But even so, you're to be given a chance of redemption.
Mystra would consider forgiveness.
She would consider what she considers to be forgiveness. Mystra is aware of the misadventures that have befallen you both. She knows of your strife with the Absolute, that most insidious of evils.
Okay. Wouldn't say no to some divine intervention. Even the gods know. Why are we facing these threats alone?
They choose the instruments of their will with great precision. Sometimes the single drops we think we are do not realize what waves we are building up to be. Do not discount yourself, and by the same token, do not discount your enemy. You must know that the Absolute is more dangerous than you can possibly conceive. It threatens all who live, even those who are undying. It threatens the gods, the weave, the very fabric of the universe itself. That is why I have come here to charge you, Gale, with its destruction. It is Mystra's belief that only you can.
I'll do it. Gale alone?
The all.
Precisely.
Oh.
Mistra has granted me the power to stop the clock, as it were, on the orb's rush to overpower you. Instead, you will be able to unleash its lethal combustion at will.
Interesting. This could be help. Or hindrance. We shall have to see.
You must find the heart of the Absolute, whatever that may be, and use yourself as the catalyst that will burn it from this world.
Asking him to kill himself. Can't force Gale to go through with this?
No, indeed. But I think she trusts me too.
It brings me no pleasure saying this, my friend, but such is Mistra's will. Yours must be the sacrifice that will undo the Absolute, and for your sacrifice, you will be redeemed. Such is Mistra's promise. With that, I've said my sorry piece, and need only bestow unto thee the charm I was bid. Meine Hastra Mistrarium Italion Thras Annas
Okay.
It is done. Both charge and charm have been committed into your care.
Cool.
To you, I commit into care Gale himself. I count on you to shepherd him well on this strangest of journeys.
My honor shall be done. And not away.
Or some other fortune altogether.
Like moons make swell and wane the nescient seas, so too the sky-strewn gods ordain the tidal fates of mortal days. And yet, an ocean born in lonely hours, come ebb, come flow, come all that is beyond the breadth of our dominion. Be a moon unto yourself. Even the waves of fate can break upon the shores of will. Farewell, my friend.
Farewell, Elminster. I'm glad she chose you.
Dang. That was cool.
An audience with Elminster is never less than memorable. I'd have hoped to introduce you to him in less dire circumstances. But those are hard to come by these days.
Mm-hmm. I always imagined that Elminster should be more imposing. The old man was craving for cheese, yeah. Whoa. Whoa. Hardy the Great Wizard of Legend. He didn't seem much of a friend. Showing up and demanding you kill yourself.
The Doddering Act is merely an illusion, one he's most adept at maintaining. Elminster is the most formidable wizard in the realms. Perhaps in existence. For Mistra to have sent him, the severity of her bidding could not be clearer, or weigh more heavily on me. Time seems so infinite when you're young. A month is an age. A year is a lifetime. It is a strange feeling to realize how little of it one might have left.
You're seriously considering?
Of course. We offer the clearest solution to our problem. All I have to do is find the right place and time, close my eyes, and let go. Then the slate will be clean.
Weird.
Wrongs will be righted, the Absolute will be
Some kind of
gone.
weird filter on his face.
And I along with it.
Can't Mistral just destroy the Absolute or Elminster himself?
I've no doubt she has the power to do so, but as for the permission, Ao would not look kindly on her meddling in mortal affairs. Divine intervention has a tendency to make things worse, not better. As for Elminster, he's saved the realms more times than legend can recount. But to take on a god is no easy feat, even for him. My orb is the best chance we have. And only I can wield it.
There's surely another way.
If there was, I'm sure the goddess of magic and the greatest wizard who ever lived would have identified it. But alas, only one solution is offered. That remains ahead of us for now. The heart of the Absolute must be discovered before I can stop its beating.
Make sure we find a Gale.
Then I suppose there is nothing more to be done but find the heart of the Absolute and stop its beating.
Cool. What? Leave camp? Absolute expedition key.
Better not be cursed.
Old collection. Navigator leading from the wilds outside a town called Wraithwind to the Underdark. Hard phase. Oh. Ooh, the Shadow Cursed Man. Okay, they look pretty cursed.
Do you feel it? The chill on your skin, in your lungs? This darkness is diseased.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen darkness like this before. It's unsettling.
Only way to Moonrise, unfortunately.
Something's wrong.
Dark Torch is a powerful threat that lurks in the fires in the darkness. Surround yourself with light to avoid its most lethal effects.
Me too. So cold.
Light. Boost flame. I have. I got a ring. Light. Infuse an object with an aura of light.
Fiat Lux!
Return. Until long rest. Nice. Cool.
I can feel the shadow's power here, but they don't seem to be harming me. The shadow curse.
Your heart?
It doesn't seem to affect me like it does others. Not as badly, at least. Do you know what this means? I must be blessed. Lady Shah is protecting me where others are left to face her wrath. She loves me. She must do.
I mean... What about me? Don't get carried away. What's this all mean?
Lady Shah wouldn't bless me like this for no reason. There must be something she wants of me. Those signs we found about Dark Justiciars, perhaps they were no coincidence. In either case, I need to watch for any place dedicated to Lady Shah. A temple, perhaps.
We saw one. I don't remember seeing this button here before. Was it always there? We have a lot of exploring to do.
This place is heavy. Shadows will take whatever's living.
Equals down. Wrong target on deck. Okay. Oh, people.
The shadows.
Harpers. Hi.
Stay together. Keep to the light.
Why are we sneaking?
Stop! Who's there?
Druid?
Enough not to trust a voice from the darkness. Come into the light. Hands high.
Harold? That guy who's across the looks a bit like Geralt.
Move in.
I'm here! Where are you?
Jonas? Can you see our torches?
I can't see anything! Something's wrong.
You're dead.
Follow my voice. Come back to the light.
Who's there? Meg? Is that?
Jonas?
There you are. Come. Join me.
Jonas.
Fuck happened, Geralt? Darkness is a natural apply. We must fight or succumb to it too.
Harpers, you heard the woman. To arms!
Oh, dang. That's like all of them. Thanks, Franny. Dang, I've taken a lot of damage already. Fuck no, you took 22 damage right there, lady. You gonna do anything else? Why is Harperionis? Okay. Examine him. Those who die in the shadows are cursed to remain there forever. And they have reduced hit points and strength or resistance to necrotic damage and cannot use spell or weapon action. Okay. Guess I'll attack Shadow. Maybe these. Cool stuff.
Death won't take me yet.
Heating up.
We at the very least need to get closer.
Like this, mate.
Well, you can't reach. You can shoot.
Come on, can't stay idle.
That can wait. Ready for another round?
Onward.
Get closer. And 5. Fire him. Critical hit, good stuff. Lizelle, you gotta get closer. On Caro, you gonna do something else, or are you just gonna stand there? Hello?
That won't work.
What do you mean that won't work? Work?
The shot. Finish them off!
Okay. Lizelle, dang, great. Motherfucker, there's a lot of these things. Not sure when I wouldn't want to cast that. At least there are not many situations in which I wouldn't want to.
That can wait.
I got this.
And this to Shadowheart. And to Shadowheart.
Ready.
Again.
Yes. Yeah, come on, come on. What you waiting for, buddy? End your turn. Detecting presence. Not sure what that does, but okay.
I've got more immediate concerns.
Okay, so there are 3 shadows left.
Think you can take me?
Use your lithic potential.
Fuck yes. Need to learn the hard way. I'm ready.
Heading there.
On the move.
I think I was talking to the muted mic there, so good job, me. She's not that, is she? No.
Hope your soul is in good hands.
Change to critical hit.
Bye forever, pal. Down the hatch.
Here we go.
Well done. Now we've got to move. I know a safe place. Give me your map. Keep
Full
your
armor.
torch high. If you step into the shadows, you'll be felled in a heartbeat.
Somewhere the shadows can't penetrate?
That's right. Protected by magic. Only spot in the region that's not been swallowed up by this.
What is... What the hell happened to you, dude?
Blood follows me everywhere.
Powerful spell against undead and demon. Oh yeah, you're right about that. It's a turn undead one. Was it a cantrip even? No. For one? Ooh. Where is it? Burn undead. Yeah.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Well, we're not done talking. But I'm guessing she showed me the location?
Might be useful.
He died. That's it?
The image of an orange-haired cat asleep before a fireplace comes to you. What came of it? The image of an orange-haired cat asleep before a fireplace He had dreams of boarding a ship in Baldur's Gate and seeing the world. But in the darkness, you sense a young woman gazing at moonrise towers in awe. You see an older woman on her knees scrubbing the floor of an inn. The patrons made a mess of things again the night before.
Yeah. Potion of healing?
The Dark Lady shields me. I can feel her.
Okay.
Right tool will do the trick.
Ellie May, my light, my hope, my joy.
This grave is a mess. Probably an animal's doing.
Ellie May, my light, my hope, my joy.
Those tracks say fox, but the stride is odd. It must have jumped down there.
You guys in here?
Something's buried in the dirt.
Sure.
Is that a femur?
That's saving throw +2. Cool.
What's in here?
Stay closer by, Shadowheart.
That might be worth a look.
Cool. I hope I can lift this curse. Harper Light Spark. Journal. Lemon. That Harper. That Harper. Why is a raven?
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Does it?
Where lies your guilt?
The wailing moan.
Hello? I've met a few who can also commune with the dead, like me.
And I have met few who stand so tall and fearless in the face of the unknown. Be on your way, brave soul. A fair point. Perhaps this one could assist us.
I need to... Wait. I made a mistake. Okay. I'm gonna fix it. Okay, so I cast Equus Animals. I can never find the spells that I need. Never, ever, ever.
Amicus Animalis.
Grant any additional benefit.
One day I'll catch a break.
Well, I
have
met few.
Raven still says call, but I've got speak with animals.
A fair point. The murdered lie silent. The raven asks, will you be their voice?
Depends. Who murdered this woman? Why does a raven want to know?
He thinks you strong enough for the task at hand.
Hey?
This woman tended a bar where she took her patrons, her friends, into her confidence. Promised their secrets were safe with her. Yet she turned their words into knives and stabbed them in the back. They died because of her. And to this day, her victims lie unavenged.
How much more can she pay?
Death is not the end, merely another beginning. I seek a record of this one's crimes, written in her own hand. Through it, I can summon her spirit and force her to face trial for her crimes.
Why would you do that? Some powerful
Not
magic.
for one such as I. Your soul sparks with justice, with fortitude. This is your chance to bring a murderer to justice, to avenge her victims. Will you take it?
Sure. What must I do?
I thank you. As to those who died by her words, go to the distillery, the one she calls the Waning Moon. Find the ledger and bring it to me.
Okay.
Very well.
Everyone hates you.
I'm a friend to all little ravens. There's no
You
need to
think
be
the
cruel.
creatures of the realm owe you something just because you never shut up. They whisper about you, you know. Call you stupid and ignorant. They wish you were dead.
Very nice.
Still alive.
If you do not approve, you can leave.
Maybe I need more pockets.
This one is a murderer who walks free. She deserves to be punished. Or will you deny her victims peace?
One second.
I seek a record of this one's crimes.
What do you get?
The joy of bringing suffering to the unpunished. Her victims deserve closure. And the ledger. Go to the distillery. The one she calls the... And together.
Okay.
give me trouble now.
There's so many random like wooden chests about. Kinda nuts. One. Use 1C's tools, 28. Okay. Easy. Work fan. House in deep shadows? This is where I came from? I thought I didn't go this way. I didn't really. Come on, keep up. Perception field. Ooh. That's bad. I think I'm dead. Literally level 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. E1? For real?
A little help, please.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna...
My path be true.
Nice. What are you doing? Okay. Great. Now we're done. Yes, great. Yes, amazing. 7 damage. Mobile. Great.
Well, so much for peace.
Not enough resources action. Well. Yep. would have been better saving them with Shadowheart actually. Well.
You will not take me.
I'm fucked. Oh, I just realized.
Moving ahead. Wish I had a bag of holding.
I have that turn on that spell. Would work really well, probably. Just stick a little closer by. Oh. Oh. Is it? I don't think it was. Then I guess it was this way. Or not? Sometimes the camera angles are a little weird. Stay closer by, Shadowheart. Charming little egg. This is the way I went. Why do I keep feeling perception? Sorry.
Never wanted the easy path.
Spot for an ambush. No time to dally.
May the gods take you first.
They're all gonna dash, okay.
Ready for this?
Do they also explode when lead to death, or is it just from fire? They always do. Great. Oh, what the hell are you doing?
Got to keep fighting.
Critical miss, hey, great. Great stuff.
My injuries need tending. On my way.
Okay, so it's just a big dude left now. It's strict. Valhalla was my character.
Gods, it's hot in here.
I will ascend.
And then put the motherfucker. Fine.
Let's finish this.
Then fire the motherfucker. Miss. Good enough.
Right, Karlak, it's go time.
Vibration broken, good stuff. Come on. A bit of damage. 36% disadvantage. Yeah. Oh damn, what the fuck? Whoa, 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 whoa. The hell happened there?
Where do I go from here?
Oh no, I fucked up.
Another fight. Let's go.
Zombie? Maybe let's not have that happen? Maybe I should call it a day, actually. I'm tired. I think I will. I'm gonna call it a day. I'm tired. I want to thank you all for being here today. I hope you all had as good as a time as I did. I will continue this battle another time. Probably not tomorrow. Gonna be pretty busy the next few days. I should be back home in the weekend at least, but yeah, for when I'll actually be back, no idea. But for now, thank you all for being here. Have a good rest